So what we're going to practice today is some seated yoga. Generally, seats are kind of an issue for the human body. We're not really designed to spend too much time sitting in seats, but we can use them as a tool, right? So we can use them as something that we can create some useful movement from, okay? We can ease off the shoulders, we can ease off even the legs if we use the seat properly. And this is only going to be around 5-6 minutes of movements we can make, okay? So try and find a position where if you see my feet, they're rested on the floor, okay? And I'm not slumping back, and I'm not also slumping forward with this kind of round shape that we maybe spend a lot of our day on. So we'll hopefully do some things that will allow that to open up and release tension and stress from the shoulders, okay? So let's begin with just finding a position in the chair that allows you to have your feet resting on the floor. Now, you might take a book or some kind of box or some kind of wooden block or whatever you've got around your house to kind of give you the opportunity to rest your feet on something, okay, rather than be hanging or having to like adjust your position to make that comfortable, okay? So let's begin just by letting the arms open up. We're going to make a shape we call cactus arms quite often in yoga. And start to squeeze the elbows back a little bit. Maybe lift the chest. And try and make the movement happen in the upper back, okay? So we're thinking about not just moving into the lower back. You can maybe feel that's kind of easy for the lower back to arch, but we really want the upper back to kind of open up and counteract all this tension and this habit of leaning forward and dropping the shoulders forward. And then we can let the arms come back down, okay? And give them a little shake off, okay? From there, we're going to take the hands onto the chair. So whatever chair you've got, take the hands onto and start to lean forward. And again, you'll feel like it's the upper back that you're trying to round and let open up. Okay, so we're really using the chair to kind of create this resistance so we can lean forward so that the hands are fixed and we're moving away from them. We can slowly come back up, okay? Let's take a little bit of side movement into our body too. So we can hold the chair, or if we're using a chair with an armrest, we can hold the armrest. I'm going to just gently take my fingertips underneath this side, inhale up, and exhale, come across a little bit. Okay, and we're just leaning over to this side. Again, it's not too forceful, it's not too intense. We're slowly coming across. Okay. And then slowly coming up. Take an inhale. So what we really want to do in yoga is combine the movement with the breath. Okay, so maybe we spend some time focusing on the movement, but then we really want to combine the movement with the breath. So inhale up and exhale across. Okay. And again, you're holding the side of the chair with the hand to give you more stability. One more time either side. Inhale up, exhale across. Inhale up, exhale across. Inhale up, give the arms a little shake off, the shoulders a little round. Just start moving in ways that feel good for you. So that might mean you really focus on one side. If you're right-handed and it works a lot harder than your left hand, okay, then maybe you can shake into that hand a little bit more. But you can start to decide what feels useful in terms of movement for you, okay? Let's bring the knee up off the floor and start to circle around this foot. So create some movement in the foot, one way and the opposite way, okay? So even if you're wearing shoes, you can do this. You can take 5 minutes when you're sitting at a desk and allow this kind of stuff to happen, okay? And we can try the other side, lift it up and create some circular movement here and some circular movement here. Okay, the feet are really neglected in terms of movement and they have incredible potential for movement. Good. Maybe spread the toes and squeeze them, spread them and squeeze them. Let's take the feet a little bit wider and let the elbows come on the knees. So we're kind of like easing from side to side a little bit here. Thinking maybe like how a fish moves through water. And we can get a little bit lower to the floor and keep that really loose, free feeling in your body as the head comes a little closer to the floor. And hang out here. Don't need to stay there too long, slowly coming up. Okay, shake off again, loosen, okay. This time we're going to make some rotations, so we can take the hand onto the back of the chair or above the chair, wherever feels comfortable for you, the other hand on the opposite knee, and make a rotation to look behind you. Good. And then we can make a rotation the other way. So sometimes when we lean forward, all this kind of tissue here gets a little stuck and a little tight and a little resistant. So even this rotation movement can allow some of that to free off. So we can turn the opposite way. Using the hand on the back of the chair, using the hand on the knee to create a little more traction for a little more depth in our movement. And then one more time either side, okay? Finding ways to make this ease the resistance out of your body. Good. Let the arms come across, shake them off, okay? We're going to take the hands and clasp them behind our back. I'm just turning so you can see, and gently draw the shoulders away from your ears. And if you do have a seat that you can turn on, you can turn on actually, and lift the arms away from your... As you do this movement, don't go for intensity, right? And don't send the chin forward, the chest forward, just to get a little more depth. Work with yourself gently and draw the arms away. So I'm not forcing, I'm not fighting, I'm keeping fairly soft. The body doesn't, if you create tension, the body naturally resists. We need to work without too much tension, and then shake off, okay? Shake off the arms. Couple more things, right? Not too long. Bring the knee up off the floor and gently place it across the opposite leg so the ankle is resting on the thigh. And from here you can go forward a little bit, and it might be quite resistant. You might feel like there's some resistance here. You need to stay soft. You need to stay relaxed. And we can come a little bit further if we want to, maybe slide the ankle slightly over the thigh, and maybe the fingertips can come to the floor. And you can soften. And this is, a lot of this ability to be able to get near the floor is going to depend on how deep you can flex your hips, you know, the shape of your legs, the length of your arms. You know, if I had really long arms, my arms would be flat, my hands would be flat. And come up. And when you come up, ease this hip off. So make circles in the hip joint, but you use the knee, and keep the leg really soft. So do the work with the arms and keep the legs very passive. Let the foot come to rest. Draw the other knee up, draw up. Maybe give a little, you know, you can do all sorts of things here. You can move it around. Let it come to rest, okay? The ankle just over the knee. Inhale, create some length. Exhale, create some movement. See how that feels. Inhale, maybe a little more length. Exhale, maybe a little more movement. And maybe you can touch the floor. Maybe this feels okay. Maybe it feels intense. If it's feeling too intense, we don't hang out there too long. We're not fighting the body. And then we can slowly come back up. Hug the knee towards you. Circle it around. Make this movement any way that feels good for you. Good. Place the foot on the floor and gently shake off. Shoulders, hands. Okay, there's lots more stuff we can do in yoga in a chair. But I wanted to do some like maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes that we can just hang out and move in. But really connect to what you feel your body needs, you know. So these are just kind of guides of maybe things that might be useful, but your responsibility is to kind of take this idea and extend it so it becomes really unique and personal to you. Thank you. Take it easy.